and welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here today with a pick a card reading for you. Pull up a chair, get cozy. We're going to have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather around my table. For today's pick a card topic, we're looking at the question from Spirit: who is secretly crushing on you, and will this person take action towards you soon? So we do have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the little lady with the red bathing suit on looking at the potted plant. Pile number 2, we have here with the bookworm. Pile number 3, we have the lady with the parrot in her hand. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting today from your spirit team about who is crushing on you and are they going to take action. I want to welcome my beautiful returning subscribers back as usual. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your beautiful comments and your support of each other in the comment section. If you are new to the channel, I do offer my subscribers a chance to win a free tarot reading, and all you have to do is drop your comment below, be subscribed, hit your like button, your notification button, so that I can notify you if you are chosen the winner. And I will notify you if you're chosen the winner in the comment section. I will respond to your comment, but I do give you clear indications on how to reach out to me to get the ball rolling. I will never send unsolicited DMs here or on Instagram or on any other platform, because there are people who are posing as the Tarot Cottage and other platforms as well regarding tarot, so please protect yourself. So if you are chosen the winner, I will notify you via the comment section, but I give you indications on how to reach out to me. So pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, who is secretly crushing on you, and are they going to take action soon? Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn here to the beautiful little lady in her bathing suit with a little potted plant. You are also drawn to the freaking beautiful card. It says it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. You can see here that this person is wearing a mask, a big rabbit mask, but the rabbit for me is a symbol of a lot of curiosity, a lot of desire, somebody who wants to explore this connection, but they're afraid of revealing themselves, because if they step outside of the shadows and they express themselves to you, they're afraid of rejection. Perhaps that you're going to reject them or other people will reject them, but they're afraid of rejection. But you've definitely caught their eye. I almost feel a sense of like a neighbor situation for someone watching, and that won't be for everyone, but I am getting a sense of like you literally working in your yard when you don't think other people are watching, and you're definitely getting attention there. So let's take a look here. This person realizes that if they speak up, they can't take it back, and so that's where they're concerned about the future. They're afraid of the rejection. But I also feel like they're really bored currently in life, and they feel like you are somebody who can give them a lot of excitement. They think really highly of you. They think that you're beautiful and gorgeous. And as I said, I'm getting like a sense of like somebody in the yard. So let's take a look here. Who is secretly crushing on you? What are their current feelings and thoughts? Pile number 1. We do have the 3 of Wands starting out the reading. This person thinks of you as somebody who kind of steps outside the norm or steps outside of the box in some way. This could be because of your job or just the way that you present yourself. You could have just a very lively personality where you don't show a lot of insecurity or a lot of fear. That doesn't mean you don't have those things. It's just to this person's perceptions, you are on a level that they're not on in this moment, especially when it comes to like exploring your dreams. They're also saying that for someone watching, you're like outside the norm. And you can notice here, this is a woman with a surfboard. And so there's something about the hobbies that you invest in, or just the things that you do to spend your time, that you have interests or hobbies that are very interesting to them or that are exciting to them that they would like to try. Just that there's something about your personality that makes them want to be more like that personality. Because it's like you don't care what other people think. But the truth is I feel like there is insecurity in you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like this person is being strategic when it comes to their feelings or their attraction to you as well. because they think that this is like a great opportunity. They feel like you are this beautiful opportunity. But I am getting a sense of like the grass is green where I water it. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Magician. They are highlighting a vehicle or a car for some reason. That could help somebody decide who this person is. There's just a message coming through about a vehicle, or a vehicle that's really important to this person. A car that they drive all the time, or a vehicle that's really important to this person. I also get a sense of like somebody driving another person. So the two of you may have traveled together in some way, whether it's like picking you up for something or... but I feel like their car is almost like a part of their personality. Like they take it seriously, or it's their baby or something like that. We have the Eight of Pentacles. And there is an indication here that there could be a work realm connection to this person. So that could be where the car comes into play. This person may have picked you up for a shift, or you could have seen them in transit, in travel in some way too. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Seven of Wands. Now the truth is that I don't think that this person is your only secret admirer, to be honest. I feel like there is competition because there is something really alluring about you, and you may not even notice it or pay attention to it. It may not be something that you're really aware of, is the attention that you give off, or rather that you demand, because it feels like this is like one of many admirers, but this person's coming out on top because of the intensity of that emotion. Confidence is their issue though. They don't have the confidence, so they wear masks around you. They're worried that you're going to find them boring. They're worried that you're kind of out of their league and that your interests are way more interesting than their interests, and that you're going to find them boring. I do think this person has attempted to flirt with you in the past. There has been communication. Sorry, my throat's closing. There has been communication here. And they do watch you in the environment that they know you in. As I said, there's an education or an institution energy here as far as the work realm. We have the Devil. Now, this is a message for specifically for a person, and if you know who this person that's crushing on you is, you'll probably know this information too. But for someone watching, this person feels like there's something in their way. For some, it's something emotional. It's just insecurity. It's just that's what's getting in the way. But for others, they do feel like there could be an attachment to an environment that gets them, that is the hurdle. Because they almost feel there's a message coming through about it's too late for me, or I can't take advantage of this. I can't take off my mask because of my environment. And that could be why the freaking beautiful here is number 16 of the Tower. Because not only does that represent epiphanies, but also permanent change and some breakdowns in current investments. We have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness, but they are crushing on you hard, Pile 1, because the attraction is just building and building and building. It's almost like a steam kettle. It's just got nowhere to go. They've been holding back with this inspiration. I feel like this person's almost waiting for the perfect timing to reveal themselves. And so we're going to ask the question a little bit later about, are they going to make a move? Are they going to take action here? Will they take off their mask? It's almost like they have to build up the confidence first, because it does feel like they're waiting for the perfect moment to pop up suddenly out of the blue. I also feel like the flirtation between the two of you, the emotion has popped up out of the blue. So it's not just fire or attraction that this person feels like they feel. They also are starting to feel like an emotional attachment, like the crush energy is being implemented. Because we can be attracted to all sorts of things out in the world, but you hold the focus. We have the King of Cups. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And I'm seeing somebody with blue eyes, actually. So please take that as it resonates. That won't be for everyone. And this person does think that sort of controlling their emotions is the route to take. That may not be the route to take, but that's their impression in this moment too. We have the Eight of Swords coming in the reversal. Back of the deck is the Empress. And that's what you represent. You represent abundance. And even the card that you chose, it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. So even if they feel like you're out of their league, they're still giving themselves the permission to explore it in the fantasy realm. It's like, even if it's absolutely ridiculous for me to assume this, I still love the escapism of that connection. This is your energy, abundance, and you are a temptation. And why wouldn't they have a crush on you when you represent all of that abundance? We do have the Seven of Wands again, Seven of Wands and Seven of Wands here. And honestly, if with determination, there could be a lot of potential in the future of this situation. But it's like they have to jump off of the bench and actually put themselves into play, is what I'm hearing, because it's like they're benched right now. There could also be some type of gym connection, or if it's a workplace, there could be a gym within the workplace, because I'm just feeling that there's a connection there between the gym and the workplace. So maybe you work together, but you also go to the same gym, or it's within the same building. So please take that as it resonates. It also may be in the same building as one of your workplaces. That could be where they see you. Now we do have the Eight of Swords in the reverse supporting the Eight of Pentacles. And ultimately, this is like somebody who is working on the inspiration to escape this prison, to escape their mask, to be able to take action. So they're working on an idea. They're working on an inspiration to take action towards you. They are in planning mode. They are in planning mode. I feel like in a perfect world, this person would have you speak to them or you take action upon them before they take action upon you. But this is not their perfect world. And I feel like you don't need to chase anyone around. There's no need for you to, because there's competition for this focus. This is not the only person that has their focus on you. This just may be the person that has the most amount of emotional focus on you at this time. So let's get a few message cards to see what sort of thoughts have gone through their mind, please. This person that is secretly crushing on pile number 1. What sort of thoughts have they had? I'm getting this, I'm hearing the name Hilda, and I feel like it's connection to this little character here, because I've seen a character named Hilda that kind of reminds me of her. So take that as it resonates. I am afraid of where this path leads, Scorpio energy. We also have a lot of Capricorn energy here. But I'm going after what I want. So this could be a very good indication, pile 1, that this person has desire, they have momentum. They not only have intention, but they do want to execute that intention. But I wonder if we're strong enough. I know I'm going to see you again. We're fated to meet again. And I feel like they look for you wherever they go. Again, if it's a gym situation, they're looking for you there. If it's a work situation, you are inspiring their action. So they're always looking for you. But when they're fated to meet you again, then they're faced with the other opportunity. They're faced with this precipice of change, and they say that they are going after what they want, but they're also fearful of what that means. Leo energy coming through. You are this beautiful emerging idea. They are very passionate, creativity and initiation. So it's the attraction that they have towards you that is igniting this opportunity. And that's what she's looking at in the Eight of Pentacles. She's staring at that little flame. And I'm sitting here adamantly waiting. It's like waiting for you to say something, waiting for the perfect opportunity to launch. But perfection never shows up the way that we think it's supposed to show up. I want to give you as much as you give me. It's like I don't feel as good, especially in a physical sense, they don't feel like they're in your league. Again, there could also be a very strong work connection here too. It says, I would do anything for you. And I feel like this person is very generous to you in that environment, or they're just the type of person that would give you the coat off their back or the shirt off their back if you needed it. There's a lot of generosity coming from this person as well. And especially for you, it's like if you ask them a favor, even in the work realm, they would do anything you ask them to do. So let's ask Spirit about the future of this connection. Will they take action towards pile number 1, please? Just saw the Four of Swords. Will they take action towards pile number 1? This person that is secretly crushing. We have the Hierophant. It can rule institutions like education, government, marriage. I feel like they're at this crossroads. There can even be a church or like a courthouse energy surrounding that. So please take that as it resonates. We have the Queen of Swords. Just saw the Eight of Cups. I feel like you might get tired of waiting. If you know who this person is and the feelings are mutual, you might get tired of waiting here. We have the Moon. Let me clarify that Moon, please, Spirit. I just saw the Four of Cups. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. We do have intentions here. We have intentions for this person to come forward to reveal their feelings for you, but they are facing the fear of the unknown and they are afraid of where that path leads. So they're having to grapple with the devil and their attachments to that realm. That's what's going to get in the way of the momentum of their intentions, because they do want more. They do want to reveal themselves to you. I feel like over this next year, there's going to be so many opportunities for them to do just that, but they might rest on their laurels a little bit. Now they're hoping that you will say something first, adamantly waiting for something more, but I feel like they are going to surrender to the delay at first. There is a chance, an opportunity for them to step through that gateway and to really offer an opportunity for change in this connection. And their intentions are there, but Spirit is a little bit worried that they're going to be a little bit of a procrastinator when it comes to executing those intentions. And then that comes towards, then they bring and swing the message back towards the divine feminine or the divine masculine, represented by this Queen of Swords, because she is the observer. She's a leader. She can choose to observe. She can choose to speak up. She can choose to cut the opportunity out of her life completely. So there are some options for you moving forward if you don't see their intentions being realized in the future of this connection. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. What was the last thought that this person had about the crush that they have on pile 1? We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Hangman reversed. Ten of Cups is reversed as well. I feel like this person doesn't want to rock the boat in their environment, whether it be at home or at work. I feel like they're having an issue with that. And they're kind of in the victim mentality that affects their momentum of their intentions, because they don't want to look bad, or they're afraid of looking like a traitor in their environment. And this could be specific to somebody who's in a commitment cycle at this moment, or just really committed to their job, their work realm. There's a feeling of stuckness in the future position. When it comes to their last thoughts about you, they were thinking about honestly being in a victim position and kind of feeling sorry for themselves because they feel so stuck and they want to reveal the full spectrum. But they could be worried about the consequences of that as well. We have the snake stuck to my finger here. We have the snake, which I think about sneaky energy, hidden energies, but also the Kundalini awakening. I always think of the I don't know why I said this earlier in one of my private readings about, I always think about Jake the Snake as well. We have S-O-L, P, and W. We do have dream and cool. It's like somebody who tries to act cool and collected around you, somebody who tries to keep that mask on, but they may be really bad at it, to be honest with you. They think that you're a little bit out of their league. They don't know if this dream is possible. We do have the open book, and we have here, thou shalt not steal. So being worried about thievery or theft, I think about the Seven of Swords, and somebody who's not being honest with themselves or others about the nature of their feelings. All right, pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me, but don't forget to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to this little student, this studious little lady. You're also drawn to the bright destiny here. Number 14, it says, it became a butterfly. And this is your reading. Who is secretly crushing on you? Are they going to take action soon? Now, she gives me a lot of student vibes, so education could be a big aspect of this connection. They could know you from school, maybe school from the past or current realms as well. There can also be a workplace energy here, so please take that as it resonates. With the bright destiny and with the way that her hair is, there's something about them thinking very highly of you, but it almost feels like it's kind of taboo to approach you, or it doesn't feel appropriate to approach you, at least not at this moment in time. It almost gives me the sense of thinking of like they are in a position of authority perhaps over you, or vice versa, for instance, but they just feel like it's inappropriate for them to take action at this moment. But the Bright Destiny here shows that they see a lot in you. They see a lot of potential in you. They see a lot of potential in the future of this connection perhaps as well, and they could be waiting for a moment, a perfect moment. There's also a certain amount of wishful thinking coming through from these cards as well, where they are perhaps, and I don't want to say fooling themselves, but sometimes they let that fantasy take over, and it does create this wishful energy surrounding you. So let's take a look here and see who is secretly crushing. Oops, where is it? Who is secretly crushing on pile number 2, please? Who is secretly crushing on pile number 2? This person dreams about you too. They fantasize about you. I almost feel like they pray about it. We have the Hanged Man. I believe this is called the, I'm not sure what it's called, the Macabre Tarot, perhaps? I'll look into it and then I'll put it in the description box. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the World. Ooh, we have the Three of Swords. I just saw the Three of Swords as well. We have the Terror of Bones, the Page of Wands coming through. I feel like this person is afraid to speak at this moment to tell you how much they are attracted to you. I feel like they get really nervous when you're around. We have the Ethereal, which is the Empress. And if you notice really closely, she's holding a heart in her hand, and she looks like a mermaid. Back of the deck, we do have the Ace of Wands, and there's the Three of Swords again. So let's clarify this as we go forward here. Who is secretly crushing on you? This feels like this could be somebody who's a senior to you, whether at work or at school. This could be somebody who is in a position in their home or work realm that doesn't allow commitment or allow movement in your connection at this moment in time. You are a huge temptation, though. You are a huge temptation, but they are afraid of, there's timing, because they keep showing me I keep hearing the ticking clock from Peter Pan with that crocodile. And the crocodile lies in the shadows until it kind of bursts out of the depths and attacks, right? It's like always hidden right before it attacks. So there's something about having to bide my time or taking the perfect opportunity before I launch myself. But they do seem to have concern for their home or their position. It could be the work realm, but it does feel like the home realm. They're showing me a house. And here at the Ace of Wands, this is the inspiration, but it's a backbone. And so in order for them to take their inspiration and run with it, they're going to have to grow that backbone, or they're going to have to execute it in some way. You are a temptation, but your heart is in their hands. So even if they're not concerned about the home, they're concerned about their own vulnerability and their own heart space. This pentagram is around the heart, or being protected around the heart. So they feel like you have the power to destroy them in some way as well. And that could just speak to the depth of their attraction, the depth of their crush on you as well, pal, too. But because they do have intentions, but they feel like they have to put them off. They don't know how, when, or if they're going to be able to execute the intentions. We have the World. And so they know that it's kind of an unfinished business until they take that leap of faith. But I heard red tape. Like a lot of red tape in their environment, a lot of almost maybe even legalities that they're worried about as well. We have the Moon, Scorpio. And it feels like their loyalty to their logic is being tested right now, because logically they say now is not the time, but this connection, it's almost like they feel like if now's not the time, it's like, when will the time come? Because they're feeling vulnerable. They're feeling vulnerable with the aspect of that they have to take, the action that they have to take. They're feeling vulnerable with that too. We have the Judgment. But there's something about this crush that just makes them feel alive. It wakes them up, or it has woken them up from some type of sleep. And we have the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Back of the deck is the Nine of Cups, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups does represent a wish, a dream, a crush energy that they have towards you. I feel like this person's in a position that they should be satisfied with, or there's like a position of smugness that they've achieved some type of position in their life, whether it be at home or at work. And they should be satisfied with that position, but I feel like there's a lack of satisfaction there. But the focus is on you, Pile 2. I also feel like part of the focus is on their own protection. And that could affect the momentum towards their intentions of taking action here. Because even with this Ace of Wands, there's the Three of Swords. There could be third party. They could be intimidated by a third party on your end as well. Yeah, here's the Nine of Swords. It's like all eyes are on me. All eyes are on me with the Nine of Swords. I'm feeling kind of stuck in a bit of a karmic loop. But on the floor is the Judgment for a second time. And here's the Knight of Pentacles. And the truth is that maybe they didn't even have this intention of having this crush on you. And maybe it interferes with their status or their responsibilities right now. But you can see that this horse is made of leaves. And so you influence change in those responsibilities. But they are sort of stuck in this reflection period where they're having to face the risk to their own position, or having to face, in the very least, the risk to their own ego in order to approach this feminine who they feel like has the power to destroy. And with the mermaid, the old mermaid lesson is that they lure sailors to their death. So there's a sense of being lured through the attraction for you towards something destructive. Who is secretly crushing, please, on pile number 2? We have here romantic feelings. They are real and they are worth exploring. And as I said, I feel like this person thinks of you as very capable, very smart, like you're going places in your environment too. So if it's in the work realm, if it's in school, they think very highly of you. We have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith because they are anticipating separation in the next chapter of this connection. Now, let's get a couple of message cards to see what sort of thoughts and feelings this person has had towards you in their crush cycle. Please, for pile number 2. Whoops. I still don't have all of the answers. 2 of Pentacles. It's like I know what I want. I know that I want to explore this. There are romantic feelings here, but I'm worried about the consequences. And I have to make a decision. But you are so very special. And that's why they're drawn to you. Bright destiny. We have here, I'm coming, trust, but they feel like that would be a selfish act in this present moment. And when I see the Be More Selfish card, I do think of the Knight of Wands, so someone who just wants immediate gratification without the fear of the consequences. But they're trying to manifest action here. It says here, I'm absolutely in love with you, 6 of Cups. So this person feels a connection to you, but it's coming in the reversal. I don't often read these in the reversal, but I feel like it's important to mention that because they may have unrealistic expectations towards you. Especially if they're claiming to sort of this love energy, they may be kind of grasping at straws when it comes to them being completely in love. They could be very much enamored. And they also may be naive in thinking that you're available for them or that you want them in return, perhaps, as well. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? So there could also be privy to some type of commitment cycle that you may be a part of too. They could also be invested in some type of commitment cycle for themselves. However, they do feel like now is not the time that they have to think before they act. And that's what they're processing in this moment with the Judgment. The Judgment is a call to action so that we have change come in. But first we have to listen to the instructions and then execute them in order for that change to show up. Who is secretly crushing on pile number 2? We have here breath of the cosmos, micromanaging the universe, my will to thy will, and make your life a moving prayer, devotion, potency. I do feel like there's a management position here, or somebody who is an authority figure. They could be a teacher, they could be a manager, they could be somebody that is above you just in rank in some way, but it just feels like they think of you as a very bright light or a very bright star in that environment. They've kind of singled you out because they're crushing so hard on you in this present moment. We have Star Keeper, see the light by staying grounded, and that's all you did to get the attention, was just being yourself. And that's all you have to do moving forward. Even in order to see more progress, all you have to do is just continue doing what you're doing. The issue lies with them. The decision, the action lies with this person. But let's ask Spirit about that. Let's ask them about, will they take action towards pile number 2, please? I'm almost hearing that line from Moses, the old Yul Brynner version, where he says, so let it be written, so let it be done. Like this person, it's like when they make a plan, they want to execute the plan, but they know there has to be delays. We do have Justice. I think of Justice as a position or a doorway. So this could be work realm, this could be school realm. They see the opportunity, but they're worried about the consequences of those actions. We have the 6 of Swords. King of Pentacles reverse, 9 of Swords reverse, and here's the 6 of Wands. This person may be all talk and no action, pal, too, if I'm honest. They might need a little boost in the right direction or some encouragement towards clarity, because they may have a lot of like energy towards you, but maybe not a lot, as much follow through as we need. It's like there's a feeling of like wanting to end in extreme torment, really needing that, and it almost makes them jealous. Like they get very jealous when it comes to you in the future, but they're really afraid to take that mask off and give in to the momentum, because it's so much easier to just plan instead of actually execute. So I feel like they are all talk and they may not express themselves. The 6 of Swords does indicate the necessity for perhaps an extra boost if you feel called to, if you know who this person is and you feel mutual. They may need a little encouragement in the right direction in order to see progress. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. The last thought that they had about pile number 2, please. This person may also kind of consider you a type of friend, but you may not consider them a friend. It's like they may be unrealistic about that expectation. We have the Sun. Everything's in limbo in the Bull, the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Everything's in limbo in the Bull today with your tiny tarot. And the clarity is associated with the Sun. The full spectrum is associated with the Sun, and the victory. After we clarify everything, that's when we can move into victory. But they have to find the vulnerability and they have to put plans into action. And that may be where we hit a bit of a wall. And so they were really thinking about that, about clarifying it. I feel like they were fantasizing about offering you something and what your reception would be like for that offering. They see themselves as like this knight in shining armor, or as someone who, you know, has a lot to offer. And they are saying that this person almost loves the idea of being in love. Like it gives them energy to watch you, to fuel this connection. It gives them energy. In the Bull today, we have T, U, P, and W. We also have X. We have a Libra energy in the 2 of Swords, so somebody taking a passive approach. Leadership energy. I do feel, again, leadership energy with the Libra energy. We have the Sun in the reverse position. We have make, and I heard make something happen. And then we also have the Star of Aquarius. I also am getting a sense of Virgo in the Bull with the Star of Aquarius. And they're talking about healing after a loss and regrowing that limb over time. So embracing our independence. So you may not be able to rely on this person taking action right away. Again, I do feel a delay, not a lot of follow through because of overthinking. Pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and I do update that shop daily, so please check back. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage and that you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to this beautiful woman with a parrot and beautiful red dress. You are also drawn to the Starborn number 21, and this is your reading. Who is secretly crushing on you? What are their true feelings? Are they going to take action soon? Now, you were drawn to this beautiful lady, and she's got a little parakeet on her hand, and she also has a parrot. And the parrot for me is a symbol of somebody who's worried about gossip and worried about the opinions of other people. Now, this is someone that could perhaps be connected to you online, or be somebody that watches you online in this moment, because they do gaze at you. They're showing me connectivity. They're showing me the star energy. So this is someone that does watch you. And this could also, again, have an online component to it as well. Aquarius, very strong here. So let's take a look. I'm going to use the Guardian Knight Tarot for you to begin. Who is secretly crushing on pile number 3, please? Are they going to take action in the future? Who is secretly crushing on pile number 3? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Who is secretly crushing on you, pile number? We have the 8 of Wands. I feel like the more this person gathers about you, the more information they have, the more they like you. It just feels like everything's mounting, there's just a buildup. And this person has had a crush on you for a really long time, or there's longevity here. And we have the Judgment. Back of the deck is the Lovers. This person also feels like they have put themselves in a very difficult position in this situation, or they are in a very difficult position right now when it comes to their attraction for you, because they're worried about what they have to do in order to create clarity or more opportunity in this connection. They do feel to be worried or concerned about the opinions or the gossip of other people. A lot of Scorpio energy coming through here. Gemini. Now here we have the High Priestess and the Death. And they're talking about the Orca taking a deep dive, and somebody who hasn't expressed themselves yet because they feel like they have to keep it a secret, because they fear that something will change or there'll be an ending of something in their situation. That's why they feel like they have to keep it a secret. Because there's danger associated with the truth. We have the Ace of Swords. And honestly, I feel like they knew how they felt about you a long time ago. That's like this truth that's just as persistent. But they've held back because it's like they don't know 100% if you feel the same way, and they want that assurance. Eight of Wands. But the pressure is mounting. That's what it feels like. It's just building and building and building. There's so much momentum behind the crush. There's so much focus that it almost feels like they've been trying to manifest this for so long without that first practical step. And that's all that's needed now, is just a step in the right direction. I do feel like there could be a bit of a separation here. You could live in different cities or different towns or something, because they're talking about travel. And not just energetic travel, but physical travel. Seven of Swords. And they're very nostalgic when it comes to you. And they've learned from their mistake. You could be a part of this person's past, and they could have perhaps sat on their truth from from the recent past or the distant past, because they're talking about wanting to be delivered from this pressure, wanting to be delivered from the truth of this connection. They're also, again, not being honest about it. They're not speaking about it to other people. They're really keeping it inside of themselves because they're concerned about what other people will think and say about their secret. We have the Lovers, and they keep bringing forward the Lovers. And I will say that this person has decided that they made a very wrong choice or decision. They took a wrong path in the past of this connection, and they are now weighing it against other experiences that they've had or are having in this moment. So there's a comparison energy between people that I'm feeling. And this could be experiences that they've had with people in their past that they have now contrasted towards their feelings for you. Or it could be something present that they are a part of because they feel like even in the future, we're in a challenging position. And it could be because of a relationship. We have the Four of Swords here, and we have the Four of Pentacles. And there is a reality that is a little bit restrictive when it comes to their current position. And again, I feel like you guys are living in different places or different cities. It almost feels like they're from a different timeline of your experience. But you represent a moment of failure for them. Like you represent a time when they didn't put the work in and now they're reveling in that. They're not even reveling, that's a terrible word because that feels abundant. They're reeling from that. They're facing the consequences of their own truth. But they do keep going backwards. They're stuck sort of in that past. And it's much easier to be stuck energetically there than to physically move forward because their ego is telling them that this will hurt, that this will blow up in your faces, that everyone will get hurt, that the gossip will be too much. But we have here the Starborn because they focus on that. They focus on this connection. They're crushing on you. And ultimately, when we look at the stars, we're supposed to be making a wish. We're supposed to be executing. It's supposed to guide us. You know, the Star of Bethlehem guided the wise men to baby Jesus. So there's a sense of you, their attraction to you is a guiding light. It's supposed to speak inspiration to them, and they're supposed to take that inspiration and run with it. But instead of running in the right direction, they run with their heads behind them, carrying conflict with them. By the blade end, they're going to fall on those swords and they're going to hurt themselves. So they do anticipate that they've put themselves in a negative position. They are taking responsibility for not speaking up in the past. And they're also taking responsibility for being stuck in the future of this situation, which could affect their ability to communicate. Because even here, the bird is singing, but it's not in flight. And there's an emphasis on birds and of sort of looking at things from a higher perspective because they've had the time or the opportunity to do that. But there's still the fear of other people's opinions is still bigger than the lack of communication or the lack of momentum in this connection. Because even in the separation, to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like much has changed despite the separation between us. It just feels like that momentum has carried forward. Can we clarify, please, the Judgment? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they're talking here about somebody trying to keep their life in balance within karmic relationships, and that's what's stopping them from not popping up suddenly, because they have had that thought about just kind of arriving on your doorstep or popping up out of the blue to see what your reaction would be. But they know that that's kind of a risky venture, and they don't want to put you or themselves in a negative situation or in a compromising situation. There's the Lovers again. And here's the Eight of Pentacles with the High Priestess. But this Lovers energy, all of these major themes in tarot are representing themes that we all struggle with, important decisions. You know, the Lovers encourages us to look at things from all angles and to see the inspiration, to see the lesson, and then to apply the lesson. It's encouraging us to do the work. But looking at things from all angles are also highlighting all of the obstacles for this person as well, which is intercepting and making them self-sabotage the work that they're being called to do, which could affect the momentum of them revealing themselves in the future. They keep bringing up the Lovers. I do feel like there could be a third party here for you or for them. Can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please? The Ace of Swords reversed. And they're really upset because they're stressed out because they didn't see it or they didn't apply the lesson in the past. It's like, this was a turn of events for me and I missed the boat. Like, they're really upset about that. feeling like they missed the boat. It's like I was so mentally stuck, or they feel stupid is what I'm hearing. They feel stupid. We have the Hierophant. And you can see here now with the Five of Pentacles, the hand is over the heart space. It's like my heart hurts in the separation. And they feel like they're alone in it, but they're not alone in it, but they feel like they're alone in it because they don't have any information from you. I feel like the momentum gets stuck in the present moment because the Hierophant is here and they're speaking about major lessons that have come in because of this connection, but also positions and institutions that are now involved in this connection as well. So education, government, marriage. You could have gone to school with this person and there could be marriages in place in this present moment. Let's take a look here and see. This person feels to be, out of the 3 piles, the most emotionally connected. So it almost feels like less than a crush and more of like someone who's decided that they are in love or they have been in love since the past. What are some of their thoughts and feelings, please? This crush on pile number 3. What have they been thinking and feeling? I've been telepathically communicating with you. And I have options, but that doesn't matter. I only want you. So even if there are positions, other people, the Lover's energy, it doesn't reflect the true nature of the desire. I can tell that you don't trust me, but I want to change that. I've been doing spell work on you. And whenever I see this card, you know, I think about this card a lot because I feel like it can be a little deceiving for the collective. I don't believe that there's a lot of crush energy out there, you know, lighting candles and performing spells. I do feel like it's more unintentional motivation or unintentional manifestation where the thoughts are on you, where it's habitual. They could be praying for you as well, praying about the situation. Oh, on the floor. I can get it. I've thought about taking a trip with you. And there does sense to be a sense of like having to travel to you. And I have inner childhood wounds. You may have established this connection in childhood or coming of age around high school. Back of the deck says, I've been manifesting this connection. Telepathically communicate with me. So there's no contact perhaps in this connection in the 3D, but there's a lot of thoughts directed at you, and you may actually have a very strong connection to this person as well. You may know exactly who this is, or you may have come into this reading with an expectation of who this is, and it could have matched your expectations, because I do feel like it's very mutual. Who is secretly crushing, please, on pile number 3? And we're going to see if they're going to make any type of action or take any action towards you. We have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. The fear of the unknown, the fear of responsibilities. They're carrying like the weight of their lack of effort or their mistakes of the past. We have here learning how to be human in the world, but not of it, earthed. And there's an aspect, an emphasis on learning. I do feel like there could be some type of educational connection here to this person. We have I'm sorry, defensiveness, writing past wrongs, and uprooting. And ultimately, they have an apology that they want to bring forward about their lack of effort, but they're also trying to avoid apologies for other people. They're trying to avoid upheaval for you or for themselves. Now, let's take a look here at the future. Will this person take action towards their crush? Pile number 3 in the near future. What can they expect? We have the Star, Starborn, Aquarius. This person really hopes that fate will intervene and that there is a destined reunion that exists between the two of you. They're hoping that all of this period of time will be for a purpose. 9 of Cups, and there's the crush energy, crushing so hard, but perhaps taking a bit of a passive approach in that crush. Knight of Wands. But there's the Lovers. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let me clarify this Knight of Wands. For someone watching, this Knight of Wands won't be able to stop themselves from the momentum. Now the Lovers here we've seen multiple times, 3, 4 times now in your reading, and this is indicating a choice or decision that could be moral in nature, where they have to decide between their responsibilities and their desires here. The Knight of Wands sometimes just says, you know what, screw it, I'm going. It's like, I'm just going to run with it. I'm going to worry about the consequences later. That is a potential outcome in the future of this situation, pile 3. But the Lovers in the future position, all of these times that we've seen that connection and all that choice, it's like they're trying to come to the decision now. Here's the Two of Cups. Here's the Moon and the Three of Wands. I feel like there will be further contact here. I don't feel like it's going to come in very quickly. I feel like it's going to pop up very suddenly when you are not expecting it. And honestly, I feel like it's popping in suddenly because this person's not making a plan before they do it. They're just executing it. So there's no plan in action. Their plan is to maintain the passive approach, but there's something about an enticement. Maybe they view something. There's like a green light on your social media in some way, and they just can't seem to help themselves but to reach out. And so I do feel like there will be, honestly, further temptation for the two of you down the line as well, because some of these obstacles, some of these practical concerns will not have cleared out by that point. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. Pile number 3, please. Oh, we have the U in the bowl. Last thought they had about pile number 3. The Star of Aquarius. Gemini and Aquarius, very strong here. We also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles reversed. So they are focused on you. They are trying to embrace this in-between right now. But they get really stressed out when they think about bringing forward an offer. They feel like it would be kind of greedy or selfish in this moment to step forward. Now, part of that reasoning, part of it is because they're not sure if you're going to meet them halfway. They're not sure if this is going to be a mutual connection or if they'll have your support. That's part of the stress that's coming in from coming forward and speaking to you, communicating with you. I do feel like there is still a delay when it comes to any type of momentum, even if they take it sort of instinctively and just rush to action. I feel like there will still be at least a year away for that, perhaps a little bit beyond that point. Oh, one in my hand. We have P and F. We do have the little pig, I think, of Beware of Greed in the Four of Pentacles. HS, high school, perhaps. We have I and have. We also have the Empty Heart and the Tangled Heart. We have the Apple of Temptation, and I do think of education as well. And do as you would be done by, almost too simple, but it's all you need to get by. And ultimately, that's the lesson that they've learned here. It's like, I should have taken action. And I also feel like this is somebody who does consider themselves like a moral person, somebody who is focused on responsibilities. And that's why the attraction to you is kind of so unnerving for them, because it makes them step outside of that persona. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and I do update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I just hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a great day.